Hello and welcome everybody to another Total War Arena video with Overkill Total War. So I was playing a few games, messing around, wanted to play Arminius because I haven't played him in a while, and I had a wonderful game at the Raiders. So I thought, why not make a video about them? Because well, I'm going to eventually, so why not now? Just a bit of a warning: this series definitely isn't going to be in any sort of order. One day I might do tier 2 barbarians and the next day do like tier 5 Romans or something. It's not going to be like going through the ranks every episode. I do plan to make a video for all the units. I really want to do that. That's kind of my goal slash dream right now, is to do that. So I'm trying my hardest to get video out every couple days or something like that. Maybe every day. I don't know, if I get more time. Maybe I could get a video of this out every day. That'd be pretty cool. I'd definitely be able to get through the whole tech tree that way. But yeah, anyway, the Raiders. Obviously, we're using Arminius. We don't have any other option. So let's just take a look at them. Because they don't have any competition, I'm only going to be looking at their stats and telling you like if it's kind of acceptable for the tier. Their morale is lower than most units, pretty much everybody. But I believe that comes from being a light unit. And possibly cavalry. Do cavalry have worse morale than infantry? I don't know. But it's lower. Everybody else at tier 3 is at like 80 something, except for skirmishers, of course. Their health is huge because they're cavalry, of course, so that's good. That's an actually decent health for a cav unit. Their armor is okay for the tier. That's because they're on horses as well. So with the upgrades, that's actually up to a 121. So that's actually very good. These guys don't die super easily, except to spearmen, of course. Their visibility range is actually lower than some of the units. Because they're a cavalry, they don't have as much visibility as, let's say, a medium or light infantry, who have 125 and 150 respectively. But they make up for it. Most units can't get away once they spot somebody, but these guys can pop a scout and then they can get away if they need to. Melee attack of 97 is not too bad. Melee defense of 60 is pretty good. Of course, with some upgrades, it got +6, so 66 melee defense isn't too bad. The weapon damage of 179 is awesome, and their charge bonus is ridiculous because they're a barbarian cav, and that's being boosted by some upgrades and consumables and such. So yeah, they are a great unit. I'm excited to see more barbarian units, bringing more and more cav into the lower tiers. Well, I suppose if they bring some cav into tier 4, that would be the cav game already. But still, some new units are coming out soon, I believe. I heard something, or I seen a post that they were already, they announced a couple of the units. So I'm excited for that. I'll definitely get those. When the Fury of Arminius update came out last month, I played this all day, and I got all of the units fully upgraded in one day, so that was quite interesting. As you can see, I have them all upgraded. And that's another thing. Let's take a look at the upgrades. So, Limewash Hair, that gives them extra base morale against missile infantry, and a fearsome presence against everybody. So these guys are actually going to hurt morale just being there. Using the Stallion Warpaint, which is versus all, you get +8 charge bonus and +6% speed, and the harass charge. Of course, you have a choice of if you want more melee attack or you want more charge bonus. It's not like some games like this with upgrades where this is obviously the superior thing. You actually do kind of want to think about it. Of course, my mentality is if it's the last one, it's the best, but that's not always the case. For example, this Iron Tip Spear versus all is +16 melee damage and +8 charge bonus. Actually, okay, in that case, it's the same. Never mind. Some of them are different, though. They give different bonuses depending on what you're doing. But, yeah, for the most part, it's not a super hard choice, but I'm pretty sure when you get up there, some units have actually have some options. But yeah, like melee attack or speed, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, as you can see, like they're getting huge buffs to their stuff due to these upgrades, and that's something else. I need to talk about stats because someone asked if I was reading off the wrong stats when comparing. There we go. These are the base stats of the unit. They never change, no matter what you put on the unit. This is the extra. So they always have the base stats in white, and what you're getting extra from upgrades and consumables is right here. And I like that they did that because it really helps with my style of video making where, you know, I'm comparing the stats of multiple units. I can just take a little screenshot of this and put it up on the screen. Nothing changes. The base stats are always the same. This stuff is what matters with upgrades, which, you know, we don't look at really, except for when I'm looking at the unit itself. I don't compare the upgrades of other units. So yeah, I'm sure my talk of stats and such is boring you guys, so let's get right into the gameplay. So welcome to the Barbarian Raider Cavalry battle part of the video. Good lord. Oh, that's a wonderful little transition, isn't it? So here they are. Nice looking guys that they are. We're just going to get moving immediately. Now, what you may think... Jeez, what am I trying to say? I seen that a lot of my team was going this way. I don't know why that guy's selected. Go back to my units. Oh, good lord, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sorry. I pop Scout and Momentum immediately. That way I can see much farther than my friends, basically. I start moving around this way, trying to scout some units. But it turns out that no one's coming this way at all. As you can see, they're doing a massive push in the middle here. And one player is over here with some like artillery or something. But I keep going this way. Actually, I was gonna go this way. Or actually, no, I do go this way. I was gonna see if I could scout anybody. But as we said before, no one is going this way at all. Everyone's going this way and over here. And I could have got a super good charge on these guys. Oh, if only I saw them. But I keep going this way, of course. Momentum still in effect. Going super fast, just flying across the battlefield. Look at that. But yeah, I decided to go up this little pass because I see that our friends are engaging some enemies up here. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can help out. And then more enemies start popping up, and more enemies start popping up, and there's quite a few people here. So that's where we decided to go, and there's even more coming out through the field right now that I don't get to see. So we're going up here. I'm like, my mentality is, yeah, we're gonna get some rear charges. We're gonna help these guys out, or we'll spot people. You know, help out anybody that we can. I wish there was like a fast forward kind of thing on this, but there I stopped. So I don't know if I lost all my momentum because of that. That would suck if I did. So here you can see our infantry is getting engaged with some cav that just came out here, and then the enemy hoplites charge out as well. So I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy, that rear charge. So here I come. I believe that I charge against this unit. Yep, I sure do. All 3 units. Okay, I decided to move them over this way a little bit. And then charge in. Activate no, that was charge. Never mind. So that just made it super quick. We charge into them. But then I seen that a bunch more hoplites came in. So I was like, okay, well, never mind. I'm leaving. And then I see these archers, and I'm like, ooh, tasty archers. So I eat them right up. I popped brandish heads. I don't really know why I did that. It doesn't really matter against these guys. As you can see, I left myself in scout this whole time, so my melee defense was actually lower than it should have been. But against archers, of course, it didn't really matter, or slingers rather. Oh, there are some archers there as well. But yeah, against those guys, melee defense didn't really matter. But you know, just took some friendly fire there. Thank you. But then I decided, I'm like, oh, let's go charge these guys because they're not paying attention at all. So then I pop a charge on them. There you go. Do quite a bit of damage to them. Take a huge chunk off them. Their morale is really low as well. And then I make them rout by charging in again. So then I take this unit out, charge them. Same thing. Do I pop brandish heads? No, it doesn't seem like it. I didn't get a good charge on them, so I kind of just bounced off them. So then I wrap these guys around so I can charge into these guys too. And there we go. Another charge, and that breaks them again. And I believe that unit gets wiped out. So then I bring all 3 units out of this fight, and I try to finish these guys off. So now that I have all my charges back, I charge them in, pop charge, and there you go. That's the kind of charge that we wanted, the one that knocked a bunch of people out of the way and just completely destroyed their morale. And just like that, this Atlantean 151st player is gone, basically. This leaves the enemy cav that's just been sitting here, though, so I'm like, oh crap, I didn't really notice them. They've just been ravaging my archers this whole time. I should probably go help them out. So I decided to give chase. I managed to catch this unit and make it disappear, I believe. Yes. Yes. So then I'm like, oh no. Actually, no, not yet. Not yet. This guy's down here. Some cavalry go and charge him. Yeah, there they are. I'm like, oh no, my friend. No. They almost didn't see them. That would have. But I end up saving him later. Most of this unit gets wiped out, but I do save it. So it is usable. I only sent one unit down there, of course. That's all I really needed. So these guys, I brought over here, and then I kind of just forgot about them because I was paying attention to the guys over there. So as you can see, they're coming down. These guys are getting chased. A lot of them have died. They're routing and stuff. These guys just stayed there. And they allowed me to get a nice little charge on them downhill. And I actually end up taking out both these units. Nothing interesting is going on with those guys, so we'll just keep looking at this. But as you can see, take out both the units. And he actually survived with a little bit of his unit. Yeah, this is where I just stopped paying attention to those guys, basically. And there we go. Both of those units are gone. At this moment, I thought I was winning, but you can see that the scores are not very good right now. Only 3 of us are doing like very well, and I would say most of the enemy is doing quite a bit better. But we're down by like 2,500 points or so, 2,300, something like that. But I thought we were winning at this point because we, of course, my oh geez, what is it? My tunnel vision, just looking at this, I was like, oh, we're winning, excellent, that means we're going to win the game. But no, we got kind of wiped out on the other side. So I decided to move these guys around because I plan on attacking these guys. And I believe I do it, yes. I come through this little, this tall grass or wheat field or whatever you want to call it. And I deliver a nice charge onto these guys. As you can see, that basically destroys that unit. But then I'm like, oh, there's another unit of hoplites that I just walked into. Let's get out of here. But you can see it's just a mosh pit here. There's units everywhere. So as you can see, this guy gets attacked again by cavalry, and I have to come and save him again. I believe that his unit actually still survives for the second time. Or I guess it would be the third time. He got charged like 3 times now. But yeah, not too bad. He survives. So we wipe out that unit as well. And yeah, you can see they have like 300 more men than us. And like I didn't notice this until later in the game that we were actually losing. I was like, oh god, that's horrible. But then I bring these guys up. Shush. I bring in all my cav, and I was like, yeah, I'll charge them. But then I was like, no, there's really no point. I'm not gonna get through my own hoplites into them. Like, see, I didn't really do anything. They were already routing, so there's no real point. I decided to just get out of there so I can do something more useful. So I start moving towards the enemy base just to see if I can spot some people. I pop scout, as you can see. So our range is extended. That way I can see people before they see me, hopefully. And, of course, spot people for my teammates. And, of course, the legendary momentum of Arminius just helps so much with these guys. So I try to avoid going through the field, but then I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Let's just go right through it. I can see out of it. Because I wanted to see if anybody was up on this road, but there wasn't anybody. You can see one of my teammates is spotting some levy slingers there, and I spot some hoplites down here. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going through there, I guess. Screw that. And I don't think this player was really paying attention. Neither of them really were. Actually, it's the same guy. He definitely wasn't paying attention because I sneak right past. He could have shot my units to pieces with his slingers. I was actually afraid he was going to. But this is the interesting part. This is when I get up here, I pop infiltrate or infiltration, and he actually doesn't notice me until I charge his units. So let's see. Imagine we're red now and not blue. I come in this way, and this helps that he didn't really notice me going past, because I think your name stays the same. So if people pay attention to names, you know, it doesn't really work. That guy just charges Etruscan Javelineers in. So as you can see, they don't see me. They don't notice. And I just get a nice rear charge right into them. And same with these two units. There's another archer unit right here. Or slingers, rather, sorry. skirmishers, whatever. And as you can see, like, this guy still hasn't noticed. He's just sitting there. He's like, okay, whatever. And my cavalry are just ravaging his levy slingers right behind him. So then, in collaboration with Is Delicious, or I Is Delicious, I don't know. I charge into these guys. You get just wiped out. This guy finally noticed that my cavalry here, and it's a bit too late. I'm just running after his slingers, just eating those tasty, tasty experience points off them. And this is where, you know, the beginning of the end, basically. This is, we cap the enemy base after this. So there's still a couple of them left. I'm still killing these slingers, and this guy isn't helping. So he's, I don't really know how much attention he's paying to the game. So then I notice that he's chasing this unit, so I bring my other two to come kill his slingers. And, you know, that works. They die. And when I was playing the game, I was too busy focusing on this that, yeah, our base is a little undefended, isn't it? All that's here is a CPU. But the people controlling the CPU do a good enough job that gives us enough time to take the base. So the only thing stopping us from winning, or stopping us from, you know, well, whatever, is these guys right here. So I actually, I decided to leave the circle. I don't know why I did this, because this could have lost us the match. Look how much I dropped the base cap by. Oh, maybe it's not till later. Oh, there it is. Maybe it wasn't me then. I don't know, unless that was like a delay or something. But either way, we could have lost because of that. That was kind of stupid. But I just broke the enemy's morale doing that, and yeah. We're gonna cap the base now because there's no one left. Oh, they actually reset it. I forgot that happened. I believe they must have came back for like a second and oh, they're not even actually routing, so they must have hurt one of my units or something. Or yeah, I think they hurt this cavalry unit that was still capping. But I mean, either way, they're pretty screwed. And over in our base, we're screwed as well, but thankfully, we were able to take the enemy's base faster than they took ours, because we surely would have lost this if we didn't. But yeah, with those hoplites gone, it's just a matter of sitting in the cap and waiting for for us to win. So if I pause real quick before we win, take a look at the score. Over 3,000, not too bad. That just proves that I sucked with certain units, because I was like, oh, maybe at low tier games you can't get like above like, you know, like 2,000 or something. There you go. So that just proves that I'm bad with skirmishers and stuff. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. It was a pleasure to fight, and it was a pleasure to bring you another Total War Arena focus. If you want to see more, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And as always, this has been Overkill, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.